let's talk about the Myo-o. Myo-o is often referred as wisdom king or anyway, so I don't know anything about it. I even pretend that I know something about it. So I have heard about the Fudo Myo-o, Aizen Myo-o, Kujak Myo-o. So a lot of Myo-o. Again, it's confusing for somebody like me, beginner of a Buddhist surgery. Please enlighten us.
Okay, I'm going to switch quickly then to the slide, and let me put this up. So essentially, we've talked in the last two presentations about the highest level of spiritual consciousness and attainment, which is Buddhahood. And here we see at the very top. And right below that, we see the Bodhisattvas. And the third level of spiritual consciousness in Japan is called the Myo-o class. And essentially, let's start again. At the very top are the Buddhas. This would include the Theravada traditions and the Mahayana traditions. At the second highest level are the Bodhisattvas, who are part of the Mahayana traditions. If we recall, Buddhism originated in India around 500 BC. For the first 500 years or so, it was a Theravada tradition, which was a monastic. You gave up your worldly life. You didn't marry. You lived the life of a monk. You gave up all the pleasures of worldly life. By the turn of the Common Era, we had the rise of the Mahayana school, which basically said anybody who practiced could achieve Buddhahood. You didn't have to be a monk. You didn't have to give up worldly life. You could get married and have kids, but you too could follow the path to Buddhahood. And those two traditions arrived in Japan around the 6th century. Buddhism entered China around the 1st, 2nd century, entered Korea around the 4th century, and then from Korea, it came to Japan around the middle of the 6th century, 552 or something like this. It wasn't until the 9th century, the early 800s, 805, 806, it wasn't until the early 800s that two Japanese monks, Kukai and Saicho, who had gone to China to learn, came back to Japan and introduced the esoteric school. It's called Mikyo in Japan, the esoteric schools. And one of the major innovations of the Mikyo school of Buddhism, so now we're talking three schools, the Theravada, the Mahayana, and now the Vajrayana, the Mikyo school. One of the major innovations of this particular school was the introduction of Hindu deities into the Buddhist pantheon. So essentially, the Hindu deities are subjugated and converted into Buddhism, and then they serve as Buddhist protectors. And that's exactly who the Myo-o are. The Myo-o are Hindu deities subjugated. No, I shouldn't say that. The Myo-o are Hindu deities who converted to Buddhism and now protect Buddhism. And essentially they are manifestations, they're wrathful manifestations of the Buddha and the Bodhisattva. And what they are meant to do is to scare, literally, I guess, scare people into accepting the teachings. That's why they look so fierce and wrathful. And they generally come with, my wife has just arrived home. They generally appear with weapons and holding weapons, and they might be adorned with skulls, adorned with snakes, adorned with animal skins, multi-headed, multi-armed, but they represent the wrathful compassion wrathful compassion of the Buddha and the Bodhisattva. Now, here we see, as we had the last two presentations, we talked about the highest level of spiritual consciousness, the Buddha, and then the second highest level, the Bodhisattva, and now we're talking about the Myo-o. Just a quick review. The Buddha class had the lump of knowledge, the third eye, elongated ears, and a very, very simple gown. Whereas the Bodhisattva class, who will surely become Buddhas, but for a time they delay Buddhahood to stay here on earth to help all living things reach salvation. The Bodhisattva class generally they still have the elongated ears like the Buddha, but after that they have princely clothes, they wear crowns, they have jewelry, they have bracelets, and they're very highly decorated, ornaments, and so on. Well, that's a way for you to identify the Buddha class from the Bodhisattva class. And now we're talking about the Myo-o class, and here we're talking about deities who generally appear fierce and wrathful. They can be multi-headed, they can be multi-legged, and they usually have a flame halo behind them, because the flame is supposed to be the representative of the burning away of material desire, the burning away of human foibles, the burning away of anger, the burning away of lust, the burning away of ignorance.